Coming up on Bloom, we're getting you ready for one of the biggest parades in the country, Gasparilla. You'll meet the real treasure hunters who will share the history of Jose Gaspar.
Parts of the story, like the steel iron bridge to marks on the trees, to where X marks the spot. We're all in these journals and these books, and we're able to prove that the story was real.
See those pylons? That's the old iron bridge. Is that a copper plate?
Plus, we'll help you transform into the perfect pirate. We'll have all that and more as Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, starts now. I'm Gayle Guyardo. Welcome to Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, a full hour dedicated to your health and wellness. So get ready to bloom. One of the largest parades in the country is happening this weekend in Tampa Bay. That's right. Hundreds of thousands of people will flock here for the pirate invasion, bringing the spirit of pirates past and glittering treasures for visitors and locals to plunder. The 4.5-mile parade route, led by the captain and his Mystic crew, is followed by more than 100 floats, winding through historic Bayshore Boulevard in downtown Tampa, creating the third largest parade in the United States. And while many of us will be grabbing for those flashy beads this Gasparilla, the real treasure hunters have already got their hands on the century-old treasures buried along Florida's Peace River.
I'm treasure hunter Mike Gattuso. I have 20 years experience in the research and recovery business. Treasure hunting is not only my obsession, it's my life.
Joining us now are Mike Gattuso, the leader of the Real Treasure Hunters, Lauren Gattuso, researcher and treasure hunter, plus Todd Steiger, historian and treasure hunter. Welcome to Bloom, guys. Thank you so much for coming in studio with us.
Thank you.
All right, before I get to what you guys do, which is fascinating, I've been watching your show on YouTube. It's so cool. I have to know, who is Gasparilla, and was he really a real person? Jose Gaspar.
Well, we've done a lot of research throughout the years to try and determine whether Gasparilla is real or not. Now, we believe that Gasparilla is real, but we don't believe so much as Jose Gaspar is. We believe that Jose Gaspar was a name that was created, whether as a fictitious name or just a name that they came out of blue. But there is a Juan Gomez that's always been tied to this tale that had the treasure maps. So we have been able to prove that he existed. And since he's the one that has the treasure maps, that's who we've been chasing.
That's amazing. So tell us about the show. It's so incredible. You guys, this is a real passion for you. I mean, you've been searching for treasures and you found some.
Well, it all started, me and Todd go way back. We used to have our own recovery business, and we decided, along with my wife here, to get into treasure hunting. And what I had to do was I needed entertainment while I looked for my treasure. So I assembled a group. These guys are really good at research. They're very good. They're history junkies, and you have a passion for treasure hunting. So I put them together, and here we are. We started hunting for treasure. And
you guys are really funny. You have like a great chemistry together. Everybody kind of brings their own expertise to the table. It looks like a wild ride that we were just seeing there in the video. What's it like for you working with your husband on these hunts?
Oh, it's interesting, but it's fun. We have a really great time, and it's something that maybe a lot of husband and wives wouldn't get along well, but we both tend to enjoy it, so it's definitely a good passion of ours.
And while the show on YouTube is a huge hit, this is something that you guys also do in real life for people to help them figure out whether or not what they have has the true backstory or if it's really worth any value.
Yes. What happens is we have people through Facebook, social media, they'll contact us with stories they've been told, maybe from their grandfather, their great-grandfather. Some people even have maps, maybe artifacts that have been passed down, and they'll tell us a story of a treasure that they're looking for. They'll send us the information. We'll help them research it. We've gone as far as gone out of state. We've been to Missouri, trying to help someone look for a family treasure that had these caverns on his property. We went there and to try to debunk it to see if there's any truth to it. So we get a lot of people reaching out to us. There's a lot of people out there that have family history, family treasures that they need help locating.
That's
and
really
we try to help
We
them.
are for hire.
Okay, that's good. All
are for
right.
hire.
They have day jobs. They're not just out there searching for foodie. But when you went into the Peace River, really cool items have been extracted. Like you brought 2 of them here, and those are truly historical pieces.
Well, there's some story behind this. We've been following a couple of different stories, and this particular treasure was found on Peace River. Once we found the treasure, we decided to have some research done. I think I let Lauren speak on this because she's the one that followed up on it.
So they always thought when these coins came in that they thought they were not real because they're not 100% gold or silver. However, after reaching out to a professor of archaeology and had him look at it and kind of give me some details about it, they are real cob coins, they're reals, based off of the metals that they're made out of. Because they're mixed metals, Spain ran out of gold and silver. So they had to start mixing metals, and that's when they started mining from Bolivia, and that's how we know these came out of Bolivia, because the mixed metals are almost like a signature. So we know what mine they came out of.
That is so cool.
But we can't really prove who put them there. You know, we can't tie it to a ship, we can't tie it to a person. We really can't say it was Gasparilla. It was Todd argues with me about the timeline, and a lot of things about the stories. What makes this story really, come to life is the timeline. And if we can't prove what fell on what timeline, then obviously it's a process of elimination to find out which treasure is real, what's fake and what's not. So it's been a real journey on this trip. There's so much mystery to the Gasparilla tale that we're still trying to uncover new information.
And a lot of this is like putting together pieces of a puzzle, I'm sure. And Mike has a book there that none of us are allowed to touch. Either you'll get cursed, apparently, or you're turning out like that guy who just only has his head on top of it. What's inside the book?
This is a book of all the treasure maps that I've gathered. I got pretty lucky. I went to the University of South Florida and found an archive of treasure maps that some historian, treasure hunter, and an archaeologist have done. So I've been gathering all the treasure maps as long as with the research. So nobody's allowed to touch this book. They will be cursed.
Okay, I'm not
So
getting
no
anywhere near it.
looking
That's
at
why
it,
I
no
stood
touching.
here.
You will be cursed by it. So, I guard that with my life.
That's cool. So tell us a little bit about how we can find your show.
We're on Facebook and on YouTube as well, but we go on these adventures on a weekly basis. We do different treasures. So if you do want to follow us, you can follow us on YouTube. We have a new channel. And you can like us, subscribe, and also on Facebook as well.
And it's the real treasure hunters.
Yes.
Yeah, not the imposters. This is
That's
the
right.
real
It's
the
treasure
real.
hunters. Really cool. I enjoyed watching you guys interact with each other. Not only do you learn along the way, you laugh along the way, and it's just exciting to see it unfold. So I really appreciate you joining us on Bloom today.
The history is what makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Uncovering history, digging for the facts, looking at research that people have done 100 years prior to us. The number of people that have been researching this story,
Yeah.
it's countless. And to find their research and to go back over it with a new, fresh set of eyes, new technology, just like our equipment. The equipment's changed over the years. We have a lot better equipment now than was even 40 years ago.
Than Jose Gaspar was using. All right, thank you guys. All right, and stick around as I head to one of the most authentic pirate costume shops in the entire country to transform myself into a lady pirate when Bloom returns. You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection. Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax man. Call the tax man.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, call me right now. The IRS is the most relentless collection agency in America. They have the power to legally take everything you own. Home, paycheck, autos, any asset you have. So what do? Call me now. My team of experts can help you keep your money. We have programs that can significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe, even payment plans that now stretch out for months. We can also stop collection calls, wage garnishments, and remove tax liens. So if you owe the IRS a lot of money and you want to keep it, don't wait. Call the tax man right now.
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax man. Call the tax man.
The best part of celebrating Gasparilla is dressing up like a pirate, and today I'm heading to Pirate Fashions to transform into a lady pirate. The Gasparilla Parade is one of the biggest events all year in Tampa, and we're excited to have our News Channel 8 float in the parade again this year. It's all about the pirates, and finding the perfect pirate outfit is key. And who better to help than the owner of Pirate Fashions, Tiger Lee. Captain Tiger, ahoy!
Avast, milady.
So, Captain Tiger, what is your full pirate name?
I be Tiger Lee of the South China Seas, captain of Pirate Fashions.
And Captain, you are the king of fashions in the pirate world. You have put garb on more people than can fit into our Tampa Stadium.
Aye, that would be a whole shipload of pirates.
And so what does it take to be an authentic pirate?
Well, to dress the part, you should be in garb that is what they wore back in the golden age of pirates and not like cheesy Halloween pirate costume stuff.
So this is the real deal.
That would be so.
And it's a layer effect. You can't just grab a shirt or a hat and be a pirate. You have to have the whole ensemble.
Aye, instead of normal outfits, which is a top and a bottom, it is 10 different items that give you the look. A lot of people think that pirates are like ragged, shipwrecked kind of things, but a successful pirate is well appointed and looks the part. If you ravaged a whole bunch of ships and you have plenty of plunder, you can get the finest garb available.
Will I be a wench or will I be a lady pirate?
Well, that depends upon your decisions. The difference between a common wench and a lady pirate is that a lady pirate wears a pirate hat and carries a pirate weapon.
So, Captain, before you put me in my full gear and garb, tell me about your tall boat.
Well, this is a tiny pirate boat. It is 9 feet long and 14 feet high. So it is made as a two-masted brig, and we spent a whole bunch of time, probably 1,000 hours, building this handcrafted wooden tall ship. You know, we've done everything from doing the rigging correctly to casting these little swivel guns.
I even have my own cannon.
You have mini cannon here, aye.
Well, you know what? I can't be on a ship like this without being a lady pirate. Let's do it.
Haul up the sails, we make the sailing out to sea. Silver and gold we take on the 7 seas.
Pirate's life for me is about freedom and enjoying the parade.
Rum will be a drinker, always on the shores. We'll hold a mighty treasure and wenches by the score.
Pirate's life for me means a merry life and a short one.
Haul up the sails, we make the sailing out to sea. Silver and gold we take on the 7 seas. Powder up your pistols, sharpen up your swords. Rum will be a drinker, always on the shores. For all the mighty treasure and wenches by the score. Yo ho ho, yo.
A pirate's life for me is being able to talk like a pirate. Arr! I've got the right look, and I'm ready for Gasparilla. And many, many thanks to Captain Tiger Lee for helping me out with my transformation into a lady pirate. I did talk to several people at Pirate Fashions who described the shop as a one-of-a-kind in the country. The costumes there have always made their way onto the big screen in popular movies and TV shows. Well, up next, stick around for some delicious grub. I'm making my way with Chef Deb into the Bloom Kitchen that you'll be able to serve up pirates and wenches this weekend. We'll be right back. You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection. Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today. Welcome back, mateys. We are in the Bloom kitchen with personal chef Deb Murray, who has the perfect idea for pirates on the go who want something delicious and bougie to take along the parade route. Chef Deb, charcuterie cones, and I love this.
Isn't it a fun idea? I know traditionally a lot of people will have brunch before the parade, or I know my dad, he gathered all the grandkids together and we get the Cuban sandwiches and head out to the parade. But how classy is this? First of all, charcuterie's in. Charcuterie's not going anywhere. It's been around for hundreds of years. It's salted meats. Like here I'm using we've got some capicola, we have pepperoni, we have sopressata, we have parma, we have prosciutto. These are beautiful, beautiful cheeses, sliced really thin. Salted meats. Then we have gorgeous cheeses, we have fruits, we have vegetables, you add nuts. So we're gonna go ahead and make some of these cups, but why I think this would be a fun idea for you is your guests could show up, they could be done. You could even have them individually wrapped.
That's so cute.
You could wrap them with their beads right on them, because you know it's all about getting on the beads.
Yeah.
And then they can head off to the parade, and when they need a little nosh, it's right there. So a traditional, I do a lot of, you've seen us, we do a lot of charcuterie boards.
Yes, you
we
do
a
beautiful
lot
boards.
Of charcuterie tables. And some of the traditional things that go in it, first of all, would be fresh fruit.
Okay.
What I did in these, so I could get plenty of height, I bought this at Sprouts the other day, these little tiny apples. So it's like a little treasure at the bottom. The next thing that you want to add is you need to add your nuts in here. Your nuts and your dried fruits are going to go in the bottom. Then we also traditionally add a chocolate. But because we're Bloom and you're doing healthy things here, these are lightly dipped in chocolate, then rolled in cocoa powder. The really good cocoa powder that's good for your heart. So we're going to put some of those in there that'll help keep your energy up for the parade or the whole day. Then for dried fruit, I love these little candy dried orange rinds that I find at Trader Joe's. They're just gorgeous. They make a nice backdrop. I love these little bamboo skewers. Don't they kind of look like we can pretend we're a pirate?
We can be lady pirates because we'll have our weapons.
Exactly. And then we're going to put your wafers in here. Now these could be like Parmesan cheese if somebody's gluten intolerant. These are just these really nice little, they call them flatbread, sea salt flatbreads. Now for a regular skewer, if I'm doing the antipasta skewer, I either start with a cornichon or I would start with an olive, something salty.
Okay.
And then from there you add your meat. So the cappy is like a very spicy ham. It's really delicious. Maybe not for everybody, but just everyone should try it. Here, this is a really fun cheese I found at Aldi's. Really good buy. It's basil garlic cheddar cheese.
That sounds delicious.
And then after the basil garlic, I thought, what would sound more delicious than, say, pepperoni, kind of like as in a pizza? Then I'm going to add in a little gooseberry. Gooseberries are, these are really delicious. It's the same family as the tomatillo.
Okay.
So it's similar to a tomato, but it's more meaty inside and less seedy.
So it's in the tomato family.
It's in the tomato family. It's got a little tang to it.
I've never heard of a gooseberry.
And they're calling them golden berries in all the grocery stores, but it's a gooseberry. They're really delicious to add to salsa. And then I'm adding in some cheddar cheese. Then we're going to put that right in our cone. And then we also should add some fruit. So over here, we're doing some blackberries. I've got raspberries. We could put blueberries. You could even use some of the gooseberries at this point.
Boy, you're putting together a pretty hearty cup here.
Well, I think what you want to consider is you don't want to give them something like appetizer portion. Think about the fact that they're going to head out to the parade and they're going to stay at the parade for the whole time, and then you want them to be able to have like a meal on the go.
Which is really what this is.
And yet it's when they can eat it in stages. It looks really cute. I put the little pirate insignias on the front. You can buy the little bags at the party store. I mean, it's just a great little grab and go. And again, it's easy on the hostess. If you even want to make it so that it's easier for the guests to get exactly what they want, maybe make tomato mozzarella skewers, make the fruit skewers, make the meat skewers, I love these. These are baby brie. And I put the prosciutto with them, with the blackberries. And then I have some that I did with the dried figs. But put all the skewers out and then let everybody make their own cup.
Make their own cup. I like
that.
It's
way,
like a party idea.
Yeah, because I know in your case, like you're not huge on fruit at certain times of the day. And so like you would be not getting less stuff in your cup. You'd be just getting exactly what you're going to eat.
I love
that'd be
that.
kind of fun. So I think it's a really great idea.
Yeah, I love this. I love this. And I know this became hugely popular during the pandemic when people were trying to individualize and not do all the picking. But it just stuck around because I think people like the convenience of having something on the go.
Exactly. And they're very, very cute. I mean, I like it that it's vertical. One of the things with chefs, we're not huge on like platters where things are laying down flat. Like we like things to be vertical and up, and it's just it draws your eyes to it. So that's really cute. These cups I bought on Amazon. They came with the little pure
oh, that's cool.
The pearl ones, and so they're very affordable. Again, they're cardboard, so it's not bad for the universe. You know,
yeah, and you even have the bamboo skewers.
Exactly, and we could, if we wanted to, you could use like plastic cups that you already have, or red Solo cups. You don't have to go out and buy these, but I think they were like $15 for.
Really?
Yeah, for 50. So it's really
that's
affordable.
a really good deal.
Really good.
What did you put in there? Did you put charcuterie cups? Did that come in?
Yes. Now I'm a crazy person on shopping on there because I find it fascinating, and I put in there charcuterie cups. These are actually French fry cups.
Oh.
And they come in white and brown, and they come in black. And I guess they realize that French fry cups aren't just for restaurants anymore. French fry cups could be really good for charcuterie cups, and I love them. They have some really cool things online anymore. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, it's amazing what you can find. I always like to know what the code words are to put in there on the search engine.
For the search engine. That's a great tip for people.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. You always go through so much trouble for us, and we absolutely love it. Thank you, Chef Deb.
Thank you so much.
And you can find out how to make these by visiting our website, and when we come back, we'll have your window to the weekend and everything that you need to know about this weekend's Gasparilla Parade Invasion, where you can take one of the charcuterie cups.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
It's time now for the window to the weekend presented by Renewal by Anderson. What started out as a community event on Monday afternoons is now one of the biggest parades in the country. And you can thank the Mystic crew of Gasparilla for putting this event on the map. Joining us now is the captain of the Mystic crew of Gasparilla, Captain Troy Gardner. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you, Gail. Good to see you.
Well, congratulations. It's going to be an amazing day. Clear, 72 degrees, and the invasion is on.
Absolutely. Chamber of Commerce Day. And as we know, 2 years ago, the parade was canceled, unfortunately, due to COVID. Last year, we had to cancel the flotilla due to dangerous winds. So this year, the gods are smiling on us, and we'll have the full invasion. And so it's going to be a beautiful day.
Yeah, and you know, this is incredible for people who are not familiar with the history of this. This started off many moons ago. Monday afternoon, we'd get the day off of school, we'd line the Bayshore Boulevard, and the pirates would come through. You guys have really brought to us some very, very rich history and what's now one of the biggest parades in the country.
Absolutely, and I think that's what's really neat. So 1904 is when YMKG was founded. And what I think is great about it is you look at Mardi Gras is a celebration around the Lent calendar. The Rose Bowl parade is a celebration around a football game. But this is really a celebration of Tampa and a promotion of Tampa. And we've got so much to celebrate, and it's such a fun forum to do it in.
And what's really incredible about the Mystic crew of Gasparilla is you put the spotlight on so many incredible organizations in the Tampa Bay community that do so much good for us, including yourselves.
Sure.
And that's really cool because the crowds get to meet those people as they move through the parade route.
Absolutely. So I was actually last night watching some WFLA clips, and it was the day that our public outreach group, the Grenadiers, went and visited the hospitals. And just to see the footage of them and the touching way that they were able to bring a smile to somebody that's going through a really tough time is great. The other thing that the crew does is we have a community fund that provides scholarships to kids in need, all in Hillsborough County, for college. And so it really has evolved and come into something that's far greater than not just celebrating Tampa, but also giving back.
Yeah, I think that's so important to point out, because this is a day where everybody does celebrate, but they work year round to do good in the Tampa Bay community. And you came up with this really cool pin that you actually designed.
Well, I can't take full credit for
right.
it. One of the captain's obligations or honors is to choose the logo for the year. And so this logo harkens all the way back to the 1920s, to the Great Depression, was the first time it was seen. But then closer to that was from a pair of dice from the 1950s. And so it's always fun, given that rich history that you mentioned, to be able to pull back, go through the archives, and then bring something forward. And so that's what this year's is, and it seems to have been well received.
That's awesome. It's really very cool. And then talk to me about the community hero that will be highlighted at the parade.
So it's Major Harris, retired, 13 tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, not just community hero, a national hero. And so he will be leading the parade, and which is great. And he's now back with SOCOM, helping the families of people that are abroad.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you're bringing some flair to the parade this year.
Oh my gosh, Ric Flair, the one and only. And there's already been a lot of energy going into this parade. But since that was released yesterday, I think the energy's gone up even further.
Well, this is so cool. Well, and I know folks can either attend for free, they can buy seats. It's really an event that welcomes everyone.
Lots of options through the day. So 10 to 1 is the brunch at the convention center. The invasion by boat is 11:30 to 1, and then the Parade of Pirates starts at 2. And then after that, there are bands downtown going all the way till 8 p.m. So it's something for everyone.
Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us on Bloom.
You.
Yeah, 100%. And this is really cool. I'm going to wear it proudly. Thank
Absolutely.
You so much.
I'll be looking.
All right. Well, there is so much going on with the Gasparilla Pirate Fest parade tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. We'll put everything that you need to know on WFLA.com/Bloom. Plus, you can tune into WFLA News Channel 8 at 2:30 p.m. for live coverage. We will be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging. We begin where your checkup ends. Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today. Welcome back to Bloom's Gasparilla Special. Every year around this time, the Rough Riders collect, sort, and distribute thousands of teddy bears to hospital patients, cancer survivors, and their family, centers for abused women and children, community health centers, special needs daycare centers, and foster children. But tomorrow, you will see them hurling out a whole lot of beads as they celebrate 125 years of Tampa history. Joining us now is the president of the Rough Riders, Bob Moeller, and Vice President Joe Dotto. It's great to see you both, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us today, Gail.
So this is a big year. You actually have a special medallion here to celebrate the 125th year of when Teddy Roosevelt was actually in Tampa.
That's correct. In 1898, it was the onset of the Spanish-American War, and Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders used Tampa as a disembarkation point on the way down to Cuba after the United States declared war. There's a 17-letter word that signifies 125th anniversary. It's quasquicentennial. And I don't expect anybody to remember that.
Yeah, please don't make me say that.
or try to spell
right.
it. But we are celebrating the 125th anniversary of Tampa history. And it was during the spring of 1898 that Teddy Roosevelt stayed in the Tampa Hotel, which is now part of the University of Tampa, the beautiful plant hall with the minarets. and his troops stayed about a mile away over by where the Hester Armory now is. And it was during the 1970s that the current Rough Riders were founded, and the gentleman who founded it by the name of Charlie Spicola, he was a city councilman at the time, and they were looking for a community, social, historical kind of club to put together. And they kind of based it off of Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders being here, and we've been celebrating Teddy Roosevelt ever since then.
That's incredible. A lot of history with the Rough Riders, and if you're into collecting beads, let me just tell you, these guys are so incredibly generous as you move through the parade route. You're throwing out beads, and you're such an incredible social group, but you do so much good in the community, and we've been following your teddy bear drive for years. I mean, all of our Channel 8 viewers, they come, they pack up your trolley, they donate, and then you guys take them out into the community. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Sure. One of our biggest time of year is, of course, leading up to the holidays and Christmas. We try to do as many teddy bear runs as we can, not just with children and but also with seniors. One of the biggest teddy bear run, as a matter of fact, is on Christmas Eve. We go out to the VA hospital, and this year we handed out more than 400 bears to the different patients there. And we feel it's very important to our group to honor our vets, especially those that are confined to the hospitals. And of course, we do Kindness Day here in Tampa, which is a big event, and we collect a lot of bears and help collect food and toys for those that are in need.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I wanted to talk about, because as the crowds of people, and there are just hundreds of thousands of people that are going to show up for the Gasparilla Parade, on Saturday, tomorrow, but what they don't realize is that you guys kind of work around the clock to do good in the community.
We do things 12 months a year. There's a lot of organizations in Tampa that they're out there for just Gasparilla. Our membership, and a big part of it, is what we do not just during Gasparilla time, but during the entire course of the year. We're doing teddy bear runs, we're doing a lot of community outreach. We have scholarship programs that we provide scholarship tuition for some students over at UT. And we're just constantly doing teddy bear runs and just helping out where we can. And we have 500 plus members that enjoy doing that.
Well, I think it's incredible what you do. These are the beads to look out for, the challenge medallions, the teddy bears, and of course, 125 years from when Teddy Roosevelt was in Tampa Bay. Thank you both so much for joining us on Bloom today.
Thank you for having us.
See you Saturday.
All right, I'll see you Saturday. All right, and speaking of booty, I'm talking this kind of booty. Up next, we're gonna get yours in shape with Michelle Cuff's booty workout. But first, before we go to break, it is time for today's Bloom trivia question. Which island was claimed to have been named after and used as a base of operation by pirate Jose Gaspar? Was it Gasparilla Island, Sanibel Island, or Marco Island? We'll have the answer later on Bloom.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology just $347. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology, many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $347. Plus, we'll add a portable charging dock and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $347 and free shipping. Call now.
800-854-2435. Again, that's 800-854-2435.
Welcome back. In today's Fitness Friday, we are getting you ready to jump, lunge, and spring your way into catching those speeds tomorrow at the Gasparilla Parade. Here with the ultimate Pirate Booty Workout is Happy Healthy Human Coach Michelle Cuff. Michelle, it's always so great to see you.
Thank you. Here we are. We are workout pirates today.
We are workout pirates, and you know the name of the game for Gasparilla. It's catch that booty and gather as many beads as you can. Yes. But we also need to get our booties in shape.
That's right. We're going to work our booties a little bit today. So I also wanted to talk really quickly about how important it is. You know, it sounds funny, oh, we want to work our booty and we want our booty to look good, but we've got major muscles in our legs, and as we get older, we will get something called sarcopenia, which is just your muscle mass starts to go away as you get older, which is normal. It's the aging process, right? So we're going to work 4 major muscle groups today. We want to make sure that as we get older, we keep those legs strong and we don't lose muscle mass, because it will start to decline quickly if we're not using weight-bearing exercises.
All right, so let's get to it.
Okay, so we're going to work the glutes, the quads, calves, and our hamstrings today. So the first exercise we're going to do is we just need 1 dumbbell, Gayle, okay? This is a goblet squat, okay? So you're going to bring your legs out a little bit wider than your hips. You're going to put this right about at your chest level. You're holding it right here underneath, and you're just going to squat down. And now I just want you to kind of take your time. We don't have to speed this up. In fact, when you get to the bottom, I want you to kind of hold for a second and then drive up through those heels, okay? And you can already start to feel it working right in your glutes. This is a good quad exercise as well. And we'll just do a couple more. That's it. Down, little teeny hold, and boom, right back up. 1 more. All right. Perfect. All right, our next one is called a suitcase squat. So pick up both dumbbells. So now your feet are coming in a little bit, like right underneath your hips. You're going to look up, and you're just like you're picking up 2 suitcases. You're going to come straight down and fire up, all right? Right there. So right by the sides of your legs, keeping that chest up.
And these look like really like kind of functional movements, because when you're bending over to pick up stuff, you really, to avoid injuries, should be using like your largest muscles in your leg.
And you know, I didn't bring super heavy weights today for TV, but you know, with the legs you can go really heavy. All right. So now we're going to work lunges. So I'm not going to move around. You can walk and do lunges, but today we're just going to step back 1 foot and stay stationary. All right. So nice 90-90 in both legs, and we'll just get a few on each side. Right here, again, keeping that chest up, driving through that front heel. And this is also good to get balance, because you need balance. So I always tell people kind of look right in front of you, and then we'll switch. Just get the other one real quick so we're not messed up today. We want to work both legs.
We don't want one booty cheek bigger than the next.
Just a few on this side, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
All right. All right, perfect. All right, you're going to step in. All right, RDL, or Romanian deadlift. So you're going to bring your feet in a little bit.
Okay.
Dumbbells are kind of like right here. You can do it in front or right at your side. You're going to dip down, little bend in your knee, and straight up.
Now, do you squeeze when you come in?
You are squeezing the booty. That's it. Dip down and pull up. Are you feeling that in your glutes?
I am.
Yeah. Gayle doesn't need a booty workout.
I do need a booty workout. You can't have a sagging booty.
All right. And then we have another one. This is going to be for your calf. So you can set one of those dumbbells down, Gayle.
Okay.
Now, keep this one on your right leg. You're going to lift this leg. This is also balanced. And you're just going to come up. And if you have bad balance, just let that foot drop each time. So we're squeezing, getting that calf raise, okay?
Oh.
And then, of course, you would switch after you do a few, and you would hit the other side, right?
And you're putting the weight on
the leg that's staying down. You keep it on that side.
And if you need to
losing my balance.
To get your balance, you could like maybe hold a chair.
You could, absolutely. Yep. And squeeze. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
Let's do one more. We got time for one more.
All right. So you could use a weight or not. All right.
All right.
We're just going to get into a squat, and we're going to hold here. So I usually tell my clients, we usually do like 30 seconds or a minute.
Okay.
And you're just going to hold here and keep, this is really good for your leg strength.
Now,
Also,
sometimes people do this against a wall, right?
yes, you can do a wall sit, or you can just do it right here.
Okay.
And if you're holding a weight, you're going to really feel the fire in here. So as we get older, if you trip and fall, if your legs are strong, you're more likely not to break anything, which is also really good.
So these are all great things to work out. I mean, we're joking around because it is Gasparilla themed.
Yes.
We got the booty workout going, but a strong core,
yes,
strong legs, and keeping that muscle built as we go along is so incredibly important. Michelle, as always, it's such a pleasure.
Thank you.
You going to the parade tomorrow?
No.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. All right, well, we appreciate it. Now, if you want to rewatch this workout with your friends, we will post it for you on our website. And when we come back, we will be whipping up festive Gasparilla grub with the Fun Foodie Mama. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our Healthy Gasparilla special, and yes, there is such a thing. Joining us now is the Fun Foodie Mama and blogger, Kiva Williams. Kiva, it is always so great to see you.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Gail.
So this is really fun because adults and kids love Gasparilla,
Yes.
and you have some cool ideas.
Yes, this is definitely kid and adult friendly. So first you have our non-bread pizza. I mean, who doesn't love pizza, right?
I love pizza.
Yes, so you can take your regular sauce from any store that you like, put it on this little non-bread. I like it because it's small.
Okay.
So, you know, you're not having a whole bunch of things at once. You're just taking small bites of, you know, miniature appetizers. So we have our sauce right here, which I love.
And what are we putting this on? What's our base? I mean, I see we've got the sauce, but is this like a little pita bread?
Yes, it's a mini non-bread. So non-bread, you can get that in the freezer section or by the bakery.
Oh, how cool. I love that.
And also, I love that we can sneak in some veggies because sometimes kids, you know, they love pizza, but then when you hide some veggies underneath, they don't really notice it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. You can kind of sneak it in there.
Yeah.
And this is great because these are like baby personalized pizzas, which
Exactly.
can help with portion control and,
Yes.
you know, but just enough to fill everybody up.
Exactly. So you can put your favorite veggies. I just grabbed some mushrooms, some peppers, some onions, you know. And then when you cover it with cheese, no one really notices it.
It's true, yeah. So that's where this all comes in, the cheese part.
Right. Yep. So we have our mozzarella cheese, and these cook really quickly, 5 to 7 minutes.
Oh, wow, that is fast.
Yeah. And so this is what it looks like.
Ooh, those
when
look
it's
delicious.
done. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And,
easy to put together. The kids could actually do it with you.
Yes, and they love that. you
Yeah.
know, making it interactive.
Exactly.
And so next I wanted to show you chicken on a skewer. These are really fun to make because you can make them indoors with a grill pan.
Okay.
Yeah, and my secret ingredient to make the chicken breast taste nice and moist is Greek yogurt.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm only using 4 ingredients. I'm using Greek yogurt, turmeric, cumin, and garlic.
That sounds really healthy too.
Yes, it's very healthy.
So when you put the Greek yogurt on the chicken, are you marinating that, or do you just put it right before you cook it?
I'm marinating it for at least 30 minutes, but preferably overnight.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
that's when it really gets moist.
Yes.
So it's just the chicken and the Greek yogurt, and then you put the spices as well overnight?
Yes, and then I cut them in cubes before I put them on the grill pan.
Okay.
And they turn out like this. I want you to try it because I want you to see how moist it is.
Okay, I can't wait.
What do you think?
Very delicious.
Yeah, so that's
No,
what
I like the spices too.
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah, thank you. And then of course it's dry January, so I figured why not do a mocktail to go along with our treats? And we're in Florida, so strawberries, right?
Yes, Florida strawberries are in season.
Yes. So here we have our sparkling water. I blended some strawberries together. We have some lime juice, and you just combine those together, garnish with strawberries, and here you have it.
I love it. So now one of them looks like a smoothie. So you're blending it in a blender?
Yeah, so I blend it in a blender, and you can either add ice, depending on your preference. So
Okay.
if you want it to be thicker, add ice. If not, just straight strawberries.
I love it. And everything that you've made today does have a healthy flair to it.
Yes.
I mean, even the base of the pizza.
Yes, so the naan bread is, it's very good for you because it's small, and I like the fact that you can just pick up the size and cut it up, you know, have half of it now, have half of it later. So yeah, it's very good.
And it is kid friendly, as we mentioned, and of course adult friendly too. That's going to fill up an adult as well. The chicken skewers, are you just putting those out like on a platter for your entertainment value?
Yes, and you can take the Greek yogurt that you have left over and make a sauce with it. So it's up to you. You can infuse it with some more spices, and maybe make it spicy. People love different variations of sauces to dip their chicken in.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
And then the drink you can make day of.
Yes, definitely, because you don't want to dilute it. So, you know, you want to make it look good with the garnish of the strawberry. So make it day of. People come by, you know, they're in the festive of the Gasparilla, everyone's happy. Yeah.
I love it. So you are like a blogger. So can people follow you and learn all your recipes and how you entertain?
Yes, follow me on all social media platforms. The Fun Foodie Mama. I love sharing about recipes, going out to eat, sharing about new restaurants in the area.
Yeah, that is super, super cool. And again, so it's a little bit of both, because sometimes we love to eat at home with the family, and then we like to get out and about.
Right, exactly.
All right, well, I really appreciate you putting this whole spread together for us. This is awesome.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I hope you have fun tomorrow at Gasparilla.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we are going to share Kiva's story with you online, and we'll have today's trivia question. Our Gasparilla-themed trivia question for the day is right after the break, so don't go away.
Attention cancer victims who use the weed killer Roundup. A federal jury unanimously found that Monsanto's popular weed killer Roundup was a substantial factor in causing cancer. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you or someone you love used Roundup and were diagnosed with cancer, call the number on your screen now. Don't wait. There may be time deadlines to file a claim.
Call 800-925-8035. That's 800-925-8035.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax man. Call the tax man.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, call me right now. The IRS is the most relentless collection agency in America. They have the power to legally take everything you own. Home, paycheck, autos, any asset you have. So what do? Call me now. My team of experts can help you keep your money. We have programs that can significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe, even payment plans that now stretch out for months. We can also stop collection calls, wage garnishments, and remove tax liens. So if you owe the IRS a lot of money and you want to keep it, don't wait. Call the tax man right now.
Call the tax man. Ooh, call the tax man. Call the tax man.
It's time for today's Bloom Trivia question. Which island was claimed to have been named after and used as a base of operation by the pirate Jose Gaspar? Gasparilla Island, Sanibel Island, or Marco Island? The answer is Gasparilla Island. And the story is Jose Gaspar, who terrorized the coastal waters of West Florida during the late 18th and early 19th centuries, named it after himself. Gasparilla Island, by the way, is one of the oldest barrier islands in the west central portion of the Gulf Coast. Well, thank you so much for tuning into Bloom today. Don't forget to follow Bloom on social media. We're on all major platforms. And follow our Bloom Bonus podcast. To listen, just search Your Story, Your Health, Your Best Life on all podcast platforms. And we hope you'll tune in again on the next Bloom presented by Lifeguard Imaging. We're exploring ways that you can improve your mental health, like how getting your gut health in check by eating healthy foods like fruits and vegetables can help improve your mental health. Plus, I take a stab at knitting, which can boost serotonin levels and decrease racing thoughts. So stay healthy, everyone, and I will see you on the next Bloom.
Content segments during Bloom were paid for by Renewal by Anderson.
Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.